What up, y'all?
Welcome
to the J&O Show.
What we talk about.
We decided to go and talk about old Otis about marriage. Old Otis gave us some great advice on marriage and why your marriage might suck. Or for a lot of us, even your relationship. This might be it. He hit on something, y'all. Y'all might want to watch this. It's good.
If a marriage is emotionally volatile, it means that both parties are looking out for themselves. They've gone into defense mode. That can't work. You can't live in a marriage in a defensive position. The only way to live in a marriage is in a giving position. You're there.
Okay, this is Marriage 101.
Yep.
We've talked about this before.
Yes.
And here's the really sucky part for a lot of people out there that are still in the dating market. Most of you are dating in defense mode. So marriage in defense mode would be an upgrade. That's why everything that everybody's going through right now, their relationships suck because they're dating in defense mode because they're not trying to serve anybody. It's more about what I can get. And
It's all about me. Forget about you. Y'all remember that song by
is she dating herself?
Yep.
I feel like she's dating herself. But yeah, so far, yeah, we need to watch out for this because a lot of us are probably in this situation.
To give to make the other person's life better. As soon as you start protecting your own pride or your own rights or your own freedom, you're not in the marriage anymore. You have stepped out and it's not going to be good, not going to be pretty. Marriage is not for self-improvement. You get 20 years to work on.
Let that marinate, y'all.
Marriage is not for self-improvement.
I guess I never thought of it like that.
For those of y'all who think that marriage is a check on your list, a point on your board, it's something that I can do to level me up because that's what marriage is to a lot of us nowadays. It's a way to level up. That's a byproduct if you do it right. It's not what it's supposed to be for.
This is true.
Yes, that's true.
That's not the same. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but apparently I'm just going to rock like this for a while. So you're stuck with it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
To work on self-improvement, the best years of your life. Then you got to make someone else's life better. That's marriage. So get back to being married. Stop defending yourself. It's not about you.
And you know why that is, guys? Because when you get married, you're supposed to become one.
Yep.
It's no longer you and the individual. Like, you guys come together and you're supposed to be one as a unit. So whatever is being done needs to benefit the unit.
Yep.
It's not just going to be for oneself. Like, you have to be able to understand that when you are coming together with someone and you guys are now as a unit, you have to move in that way. You're still two individual beings. You're still two individual persons, but your goal shouldn't be like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to do me, forget about this person or what have you. Like, I just have to take care of myself. If everything is about self, you're not thinking as a unit. You're still thinking as someone who's single, as an independent person. You guys are supposed to help make each other better in a sense because you're making the unit better. And as Jay said, if you're doing it right and healthy, it is a byproduct that you of yourself, of course, is getting better because you're bettering your unit.
Marriage is about service. It's one of the things that the Christian theology has put in it. What I like is that this is coming from a man who is Jewish, and we know that they have very good rates when it comes to success in marriage and things of that nature compared to a lot of other sects of people in the United States. And it's good to hear that. One thing he said that was really good, he said, you have 20 years to do self-improvement. From there, you're supposed to serve the other people. And I think that's one fallacy that I hear out a lot of times when a lot of people say, you're in your 20s, you're supposed to have fun. No, you're in your 20s. You're supposed to be working.
Yep.
You're supposed to be getting your stuff together so that when you're ready for the marriage to come in, which for a lot of people comes in the 20s, you're as ready as you can be. You're at least starting on the purpose for which you have been called. Mind you, I said purpose, not the career. If you're at least getting started on the purpose for where you've been called, you can have some understanding of at least where you're going. You know where you're going towards, even if you're not even there. Say you're only 20% of the way. you already know where you're going and you have some idea of what it will require of you to get it. So that's something that you can communicate to your husband or your wife so that they know what to expect and what's supposed to be coming down the pike. And you can put yourself in a position where you can serve and they can serve you to make it easier. Because the reality is, even in marriage, the most important thing is setting each other up to be able to live in purpose.
Right.
Everything else is secondary. And I don't care whether you're a believer in God or if you're somebody who's completely, you're a complete humanist, you're an atheist, you don't believe in God or whatever. Like, at the end of the day, what are you living for?
Yep.
And what's the way that you can live to be able to attain this thing? We just shot a video about a woman where she and her husband was making $350,000 a year.
Right.
They was killing it.
Yep.
And then she got depressed. We don't know what was going on, but everything fell apart. Wow. She was living the American dream that a lot of us are running for. And still stuff wasn't right.
Nope.
Will Smith has a clip where he was like, the difference between
depression and joy, right? And I think it's purpose.
there's something to it.
Yeah.
Whether you believe in God or not. And a lot of us have these very empty lives and we wonder why it's empty. And I think that's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
And especially for those of us who don't even have family and kids, because family and kids can distract you. Mm-hmm. Because it's so important that a lot of us put everything into it. So that was a great clip. I appreciated that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You guys, comment your thoughts down below and let us know. And if you made it this far, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and turn on your post notifications and give us a thumbs up so that way you can tell YouTube that you appreciate what we're putting down.
What we're putting down. You thought I forgot, didn't you? I forgot nothing.
Hey, everybody. Down in the description, there are 2 links.
One is to a GoFundMe, and the other one is to a video that explains what the GoFundMe is for. Mm-hmm. Long story short, we have a medical situation with our daughter that we have to pay for everything out of pocket, and we could really use you guys' help. Yes. If you have the time, we'd love for you to go check it out. If you have the money, the funds, we'd love for you guys to help. If not, maybe you could send a link to somebody else who can help. We thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Press the off button.